All right, everybody. I am not there. I told you guys yesterday, so hopefully you're prepared for my absence. We're going to get through this pretty quickly. That way you guys have some time to finish up our homework. Then you're going to get the review. If you were absent yesterday, I have some extra copies. And then, of course, you're going to get the review after this video is over. So let me go through these real quickly. There's some word problems, but that doesn't change what happens. So the main thing for you guys is to get comfortable with the key presses. By Tuesday of next week, when you have to take the test on your own, you gotta do these key presses, and then of course you have to know how to put them in from that point. So real quick, we'll do this one. There was a mistake. That 7 should have been 7Z. So let me walk you through this, okay? Let me close this down. I'm going to open up my TI-84 plus it's close to yours. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to do second and then x to the negative 1, which is matrix. We're going to scroll to the right. And then I always scroll up because that's the quickest way to RREF. And I'm going to push enter. That brings it out to the home screen. So make sure you're there. I'll give you a second. And then like I told you, we're going to put a matrix in. So I'm going to do alpha, zoom, like we talked about the other day. This was 3 equations. It was 3 variables. So like I said yesterday, we're going to do a 3 by 4, which is what I already have. And it's going to pull it out to your home screen just like this. And then you're going to plug these values in, and you've got to use the ones that they give you. So your x for that first equation is 2. Scroll on, your y is negative 1. Scroll on, you got 7. And then your constant, negative 11. We're going to go to our second equation. X is 1. Y is also 1. Z is negative 3. And our constant is 2. 5 is our x. Negative 2 is our y. 1 is our z. And our constant is negative 25. You push equals. And then like I said, look at this. See how those ones are diagonal? This is indicating that this is x, this is y, this is z. So I'm going to go back to my paper, and I'm going to type in that my answer here is negative 3, positive 5, 0. And we've solved our system of equations. Very simple, okay? Very simple. Look at example 3. All of a sudden we run into a word problem. And this is pretty old, but I want you to notice how you know what you're dealing with. First of all, it says that Heisman voters cast a vote for first, second, and third. That is 1, 2, 3 variables, okay? I told you yesterday, if you have 3 variables, you have to have 3 equations. And sure enough, look at this. You got Lamar Jackson, that's 1 equation. Deshaun Watson, that's 2 equations. Baker Mayfield, that's your 3 equations. We're obviously going to put our values with these particular places. Who got first, who got second, who got third place votes. So the total is how many they accumulate. So for example, Lamar Jackson, he got 526 X's plus he got 251 Y's. Plus he got 64 third places, so Z's, and that accumulated to a total of 2,144 points. Okay, go with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, he had 269 X's, first place, plus he had 302 second places, Y's, plus he had 113 Z's, and that gave him a total of 1,524 points. Lastly, you've got Baker Mayfield. He only got 26 first place votes. He got 72 second. And he got 139 third. For a total of 361 votes. So I want to figure out, well, how many points were first, second, and third place? I'm trying to find out what is X, Y, and Z. This is a practical situation where we're going to use our reduced row echelon form, and we're going to solve this system of 3 equations. So I do all my x's first. So I have 526. I'm going to do my y's second. That's 251. I'm going to do my z's third, 64, all the way down to my constant, which in that first one is 2144. See, just like we had it if it were written as an equation. These are representing certain variables. They go in certain places. So with Deshaun Watson, we got 269. As my x, I got 302. As my y, I've got 113 as my z for a total of 1,524 points. Baker Mayfield, who came in third, he got 26 x's. He got 72 y's. He got 139 z's for a total of 361 votes. And that's what you're going to type in to your calculator. So here we go. I'm going to go back to my calculator, and I'm going to type that in. Second, matrix, math, RREF, enter. It's 3 variables, 3 equations, alpha, zoom, 3 by 4. And then we just enter them. 526, 251, 64, for a total of 2144. Next row, we've got 269, we've got 302, 113 for a total of 1524. Just again, be careful that you're typing all these in correctly. There's a chance if you get going too fast, you might plug something in wrong. In fact, I'm double checking them right now as I'm speaking to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. I got 26 X's for Baker. I got 72 Y's. I've got 139 Z's for a total of 361 points. And boom, look, my ones are diagonal. So X, first place, got 3 points. Y, 2, Z, 1. So when I answer this question, because it's practical, since it's practical, I would say first place received 3 points, because that was my X, right? Second place, well, they got 2 points. That was my Y. Finally down to third place, which was my Z, and they got 1 point. Now, that was pretty simple, okay? But that's what solving systems of equations using a matrix is, okay? Remember, go back to yesterday. When I tried to explain to you guys how to do this algebraically, imagine having to do that on a problem like number 3. Imagine how long that would take you to do that math. It would be insane. Well, that's why we have RREF, reduced row echelon form, and then we plug in our matrix because we can come up with those answers so much faster. Okay, so this is a short video. We're at 8 minutes right now. You've got all kinds of time to now go to this assignment that I gave you guys yesterday, and you can use your calculator. You can solve all those. I want to just remind you one more time. When you get to a problem like number 2, I want you to notice you got X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. 3 equations, but here I have no X. I've got a Y and a Z, but I've got no X. What does that mean? That means in your X column right here, you're going to have a 0 for that. -7 won't go until your Y. -5 for your Z. If you have a missing variable, you have to put 0 in its spot. Don't forget that, okay? So you've got time to work these problems out. This one, number 6, is just written in a table form, so you can literally go straight into your RREF matrix and you can solve these. This is your homework assignment. I will be looking at this on Monday, and then we will jump right into the review. We'll go through the review, and your test will be next Tuesday. So, as you're working on this assignment, the substitute will be bringing around your review. If you finish this homework in time, go ahead and start looking at that review. It's not homework, but I do want you, if you have some time, to spend with it. So when we go through Monday, we can get through it pretty quickly, and then, of course, our test will be on Tuesday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.